Hello, everyone. My name is Yarab Sakhnini. I'm Vice President of Emerging Markets EMEA at Juniper Networks. Joining me today is Mr. Mohammed Al-Fouhy, Chief Technology Officer at Telecom Egypt. Mr. Fouhy, welcome, and thank you for joining us today.
Welcome, Yarab, and thank you. It's a pleasure to me to be here with you today.
Pleasure to have you. Telecom Egypt is committed to being the best source of total communication solutions. The company has a fixed line subscriber base in excess of 6 million subscribers. Can you please tell us a little bit more about Telecom Egypt, please?
Yeah, okay. Let me give you a brief about Telecom Egypt. Telecom Egypt is the first integrated carrier network inside Egypt. Last year, we reached 6.9 million fixed broadband subscriber. It's more than 1 million subscriber increase. And also, we got a license for the mobile, a 4G mobile in 2017. Now we are 7.3 million subscriber with an increase 55%. And also, we just announced that we have 24% year-over-year increase in the revenue with a margin of 35% EBITDA. Also, our network this year increased to be more than 1,500 network nodes. And also, we increased our international, almost doubled in our international capacity for our customer base.
Good. So yeah, I mean, it's always good to see our customers grow. This is a good thing to see. Can you tell us a little bit about Telecom Egypt's vision and strategy to transform its network to accommodate all this growth that you're seeing?
Yeah. Okay. We in Telecom Egypt and technical department, we started from 2019 a total renovation of our network. It was a decision made consciously that we need to work for future for the next 3 years, from 2019 to 2022. Our technical strategy based mainly on 3 pillars. That's all our plan emerged from there. The first one is that we will have an integrated convergent network, a fully convergent and modernized network across all dimensions, starting from access to core to even to service layer. The second pillar was to increase as you know, we are the incumbent. We mainly have one of our strategic pillar is mainly for the infrastructure of Egypt itself. So we one of pillars we have that to increase and expand and strengthen the Egypt's carrier infrastructure for all the nation. And the third one is to work on digital transformation to establish new digital services and platforms for our customers. This really paid through during 2020 that we faced an exponential growth of bandwidth with a high service quality expectation from our customer. We looked for a lot of innovative solutions that help us to deliver an extremely end user, a very good user experience. This is also going hand in hand with the strategy we have in Egypt and all the nation strategy to have Egypt 2030, the ICT domain, the ICT domain. Of course, we're still in the middle of phase of our digital transformation objective, but we are expedited our network transformation. We actually let's say the expansion of the 3 years original plan were made only in 2019 and early 2020. So actually we done all the 3 years plan. We done it in 1 year and a half. Also going hand to hand that in digital transformation, we always positioned Egypt International as a way for all the internet traffic going through. But we started from 2020 that we need to be a hub for the data. That's why we established our largest data center, which will be opened by end of June, the largest data center on Egypt to serve both our international customer and enterprise customer inside Egypt. All of this, by the end of last year, we got on success of having Telecom Egypt One to be the fastest network in on the North Africa for Q3 and Q4 2020.
Good. So congratulations for winning this this award. It's good to see our customers always winning with our technology. What I mean, obviously, I mean, last year you did a lot of transformation with regards to the demand of bandwidth and the quality of service expectations from customers. But what challenges did you face before you transformed your network that basically kickstarted this transformation?
Actually, it was one of the major challenges we faced was two things we need to prepare the network for, which is it's a cloud-driven data-rich application. This need from our enterprise customers. And the second issue was coming from the customer experience. We made a lot of studies about the customer need for the future, and this is what actually triggered our plan in 2019 that we need to modify the network completely and re-innovate the network. The main one was customer experience and what we are seeing of data-rich applications and our enterprise customer request. For the next decade, we need to have a new network. That's why we started to adopt the 400 gig technology in both in our transmission network and in IP network. And also one of the major changes we planned in 2020, started in 2020, is the automation. To deliver to our customer flexibility and speed and capacity and security and all the insight about the customer traffic.
Why did you choose Juniper as your primary partner throughout this transformation that you're going through? And how did Juniper help Telecom Egypt solve some of those challenges that you mentioned?
Okay, thank you, Ab. Actually, the needs of our customers that they want faster, more resilient, and predictable networks. We must to deliver this and meet, let's say, a challengeable SLA we are facing with our customer currently. All of this, the customer needs, and we, of course, you know, the CFOs and they're very hungry for revenue and they don't want to spend a lot of money. So we have to do this with controlling operational costs and the CapEx. We believe that Juniper innovations in cloud routing and network automation is actually will help us to overcome the challenges now. We are investing in dynamic, customizable, high-performing automated infrastructure that is able to scale upwards, all of this to meet exponential growth and future demand in the traffic. And let me say that with Juniper innovation, Telecom Egypt will operate much more efficiently and cost effectively to deliver consistent, technical, exceptional user experience for our business and residential customers alike.
I think it's worth mentioning that Juniper's mission is experience-first networking. And this aligns very nicely with what you're trying to do as well. So yeah, I mean, it's a good mix. It's a good match. You mentioned automation a couple of times already, and automation is a big topic already, like you know. In your view, what are you doing in this area, and what advantages are you gaining from automation?
Okay, thank you, Aaron. Actually, automation is one of the main items when I was doing my presentation to the board in 2019. The automation was one of the main targets I'm putting to them. I was committing them that in 3 years we will have inside Telecom Egypt a fully automated network. as you know that the customer is totally hungry for bandwidth. Whatever bandwidth you offer them, they are hungry for more and more. That's why you need to have a higher capacity equipment. With higher capacity, actually, we worked with Juniper. We have a customized silicon for the 400G interface cards to deliver high density and reliable data throughputs and low cost per bit. You cannot manage a network that increasing this much with a human all the time. You need a lot of changes. You need the network to be a very, very dynamic. This cannot be done unless you have a very powerful automation system. Actually, I will give you a couple of examples of what we done with Juniper. The first one that we leveraged on the open source automation tool, which we have from Juniper. Juniper with an advanced service. We have advanced service from Juniper plus our trained team to execute all the network needs from expansion and migration efficiently. And this will be done normal project of expansion and or migration will take from, let's say if everything is ready, will take us from 1 to 2 weeks to expand it. Now, actually, we managed to do it overnight with the automated tool we have. And to move a next step forward, last year, we had an agreement with Juniper to introduce North Star Controller to reach artificial intelligence, machine learning, and self-driving network. We believe that North Star is giving Telecom Egypt a granular visibility and control across the network. This solution will also provide proactive monitoring, planning, and explicit routing of large traffic loads, helping to achieve and maintain consistent performance. So really, I need to thank Juniper for this great tool, which helped us a lot during the end of 2020 and the beginning of 2021 current.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure always to help our customers during their expansion, and automation plays a big role when you're expanding as fast as Telecom Egypt is expanding. So, Mr. Fouie, you're considered a visionary in Egypt and a visionary across the region, actually. So, what do you think is next in our industry from your vision, and what are you going to bring to Telecom Egypt as a next step?
Actually, as I told you, Arab, I believe that automation is the key for future. Yeah, you are seeing all the huge traffic of data is coming. You are seeing all the new data center establishment. You are seeing a lot of new technologies on cloud routing and all of this. The key solution is AI and machine learning automation solution. This is the key for the future for managing a large network to deliver a very prestigious experience to our customers. This is the key. You must be ready to respond immediately, to predict fault, not waiting for fault to happen to them. You have to predict faults. You have to have your scenarios ready. You must have an artificial intelligence solutions and automation that directly will recover you during what time. Also, we'll see what type of traffic you are seeing and do the needed customization on capacities to accommodate this traffic. What I call it is self-driving network. You need to have, yes, you will have, you never say, no one can say that there will not be human intervention. The human is always driving the machine. But you don't wait to analyze and make decision, take time to do what is routing A, routing B, whatever your scenario you have. You need it to be done immediately through artificial intelligence. That's what I'm seeing. Self-driving network with artificial intelligence is the future. That's what I'm working on to have it inside Telecom Egypt in my network. Hopefully by 2021, as I promised.
Good. I mean, I think it's. I mean, it seems we're aligned on in terms of where we see the technology moving in the future. So, Mr. Fourie, thank you very much for your time and insight, and hope to see you soon face to face.
Hopefully see you too. Okay, thank you, Mayar. Thank you for your time.